Hey YouTube, welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. I'm NBA Jerry, and thank you for watching. This is my video about the center position in the NBA. These are my personal top 5 centers in the league, and how I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it by the actual true centers in the NBA. There are some players that play center right now that are actually power forwards, but they play center because their team needs them, and they play both positions. Guys like Al Horford, Tim Duncan, Nene, Joakim Noah, Kevin Love, to name a few. I don't really consider those guys centers. In my opinion, those guys are power forwards, so those guys are not going to be on my list. I'm going to put my top 5 true centers in the NBA. At number 5, I have Brook Lopez from the New Jersey Nets. He's 22 years old. He's a 7-footer, 265 pounds in his third year. Last year, he averaged almost 19 points a game. He averaged 1.7 blocks, 8.6 rebounds. He shot almost 50% from the field. He shot 81% from the free throw line. I really like Brook Lopez's game. He's actually a true center. This guy can score in a low post. He's a bit slow sometimes and a little bit mechanical in his moves, but he has a lot of low post go-to moves down there. He can score. He can block some shots. He's got a little jumper on him. He sets hard picks. He plays hard. But in my opinion, he's a guy that you can build a team around, and the New Jersey Nets have a very good player in Brook Lopez. At number 4, I have Andrew Bogut from the Milwaukee Bucks. 25-year-old, 7-footer, 250 pounds. This guy's a great center. I mean, he's got great passing ability. He can block shots. He can run the floor. He's not a great athlete, but he's got a nice little jumper, great post moves. He can work on his one-on-one defense, but as far as the help side is concerned, he's a great help side defender. And he is just a guy that you can count on for some points. He averaged almost 16 points a game last year, 2.5 blocks. He averaged over 10 rebounds per game. He shot 63% from the free throw line and 52% from the field. So he's a very efficient player, very good rebounder, real good shot blocker, and a very good center for the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 3, I have Andrew Bynum, 7-footer for the Los Angeles Lakers. 22-year-old, will be 23 in a couple days. 285-pound center. This guy he's a beast. I mean, he's big, he's long, he's strong. He's got great hands. He's got really good post moves. He gets down low and gets his position really, really well. And once he gets down in the paint and he gets the ball, there's no stopping. He plays great help defense. He can also shut down opposing centers. Pretty good shot blocker, really good rebounder. I just think he needs to stay out of foul trouble. He's been injury prone, but he's a very, very good center. Last year, he averaged 15 points a game, almost 1.5 blocks, 8.3 rebounds. He shot 74% from the free throw line and shot 57% from the field. So he's very, very efficient, very, very big and strong. He's obviously the future for the Lakers. And if Bynum is healthy, I don't see no reason why the Lakers can't repeat. So he's a great center for the Los Angeles Lakers. At number 2, I have Yao Ming. He's been listed at 7'5", 7'6", anywhere between 295 and 310 pounds. Everybody knows about Yao Ming. He's the China man because he's from China, man. He's got incredible size. Obviously, he's a great low post player. He has a very good touch from the outside. He has a lot of post moves. For a guy his size, he actually gets around pretty good. But, sometimes he's slow. But for his size, he does get around pretty good. Pretty quick feet. Passes the ball very, very well out of the double teams. Like I said, he has a nice touch on his 15, 18 footer. He can hit turnarounds. I mean, he's got all the moves. Left hand hooks, right hand hooks, everything. He's not a great one-on-one defender, but it's hard to score on a guy that's 7'5", 7'6", but he's a great help defender. Yao Ming didn't play last year. Obviously, he was injured. For a guy his size, it's just so hard for him to carry around all that weight. So they're gonna go ahead and play him only 24 minutes this year, which I think is smart to be proactive on that, to only play him half of a game. Half of a game for Yao Ming is better than no Yao Ming at all. So that's a pretty good move. Like I said, last year he didn't play. So here's his stats from the 08-09 season. He averaged just under 20 points a game. He averaged 2 blocks, almost 10 rebounds a game. He shot almost 87% from the free throw line and shot just under 55% from the field. So once again, a very efficient player, one of the best players we have in our league today. And Yao Ming is definitely the focal point in the Houston Rockets franchise, the Houston Rockets offense, and also the city of Houston. I mean, this guy is carrying a load for his city and also obviously for a whole continent. You know, Asia is he represents a lot of people. He's one of the most popular players in the NBA. So Yao Ming is a great player. I hope he continues to stay healthy, and I hope he keeps going because he is definitely a great player. Not only is he a great player for the Houston Rockets in the NBA, but I think he's very important for the basketball community in the whole world. I mean, this guy is the most popular player in Asia, and Asia makes up a big population of the world. So Yao Ming, I hope you stay healthy. I hope he has a great season, and that's why I picked him as my #2 center in the NBA. And my #1 center in the NBA, probably everybody's #1 center, no surprise here, Dwight Howard from the Orlando Magic. 6'11", 265 pounds. I mean, this guy is a beast. I mean, he's the best defensive player at the center position, but he's also the best, in my opinion, the best defensive player in the NBA. We're talking about the back-to-back defensive player of the years, 2 years in a row. He leads the league in rebounding, field goal percentage. I mean, this guy is an absolute animal on the defensive end, and he's getting a lot better on the offensive end. I think, in my opinion, he's underrated offensively. I think he can do more than what people give him credit for. But because of the offense that Orlando runs with the inside out, the guy shooting 3-point shots, he's not going to get. He hasn't been getting a lot of attempts. He only averaged like 10, 11 shots per game last year, and that's not going to get it done for him as far as his points per game average. But I mean, they're winning, so this guy's got very big shoulders. I think he doesn't get credit for being a competitor because he smiles a lot and stuff like that. But this guy plays hard. I mean, this guy gets up and down the floor like better than some guards do. The only weakness he has is that people feel like his offense is not that good. I think with him working with, Akeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing and stuff like that, I think he'll be a lot better this year offensively. Also, another weakness, I think he jumps a little bit too much to block too many shots. I think he needs to, save his energy. He still can block a lot of shots, but he doesn't have to, jump up and try to block every shot. This guy, he's just an incredible athlete. This guy is a freak of nature. He's definitely the best center in the NBA, in my opinion, and probably everybody's listens to opinion. So this guy he's a beast. Here's his stats from last year. He averaged 17.5 points per game, 2.1 blocks. He averaged 12.7 rebounds, about 60% from the free throw line, and just under 58% from the field. So obviously very efficient. Great defensive player. In my opinion, he's a good offensive player, but underrated. If he gets the ball anywhere near the rim, he's going to dunk it. He'll hurt you on the nerve if you try to block his shots when he goes up for a dunk. So he's a great player, and obviously he's the franchise player for the Orlando Magic. So he's my #1 center. Dwight Howard, great center for the Orlando Magic. All right, guys, thanks for listening to my top 5 centers. I'd like to know your opinion on this. Who's your top 5 in order? 1 through 5. Who's your top 5 centers? Let me know what you guys think about that, all right? Thanks. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.